All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the match you've been waiting for. This is Game 3, the first Game 3 we've seen so far in Bothell Star League history between Ender and Gfinny. We saw the previous two games, Ender pretty handily take the first game. Ender decided to go random and got Zerg the second game, and Gfinny actually bunker rushed him, which is a pretty sick bunker rush. Worked so well, and was able to stay ahead the rest of the game and kill Ender off two bases. In this match is map is a little different. You've probably never seen it before, and the ladder, it's Tal'darim Altar, and this map is actually pretty good size. It's could be a 4v4 map, but I'd say it's probably a little bit similar in size to Shattered Temple. The difference being is that you have a second natural inside your base, so there's this defendable ramp here. So it's a little easier to take two bases, where in Shattered Temple you can only take one base that's pretty well protected. So this map is a little more interesting. Pretty big map. We'll see if it goes to a macro game. Ender looks like he's being aggressive. He's gonna try to take both bases immediately. Probably try to put up a little bit of a wall off here so that he's able to take the second base unhindered. Gfinny's going to scout this though, so he might decide to do quick pressure based on Ender being a little bit greedy in this case. So we'll see if Gfinny responds accordingly. And Ender so far not sending out any scouting. Feels pretty confident that he will be able to find Gfinny's base at the appropriate time. Not worrying about it yet. But as I say this, he does have his scouting probe out right now. We can see that it's rallied to each base, so Ender is scouting approximately the same time as Gfinny. Gfinny was able to find the base, find Ender's base a lot quicker though. So we'll see if he responds with two barracks pressure at all. We just see one barracks going down right now. Gfinny opting only to stay on one base. Doesn't look like he wants to wall off in this area, which would indicate fast expansion. So Ender immediately going for quick economy. We know he loves the economic play, so this is pretty standard for Ender. And Gfinny, we see he made this mistake in the first game where he didn't put on pressure where he should have, and might be seeing the same mistake again here, which we'll see if it costs him. But Gfinny just opting to play very safe instead of aggressive, where Ender, you see that he's putting up two photon cannons here. So he opted to go forge first. Sorry, I didn't catch that. So no gateway even yet for Ender. We see in the production tab it is just getting started right now. So very, very obvious play, I guess you could say, that he's going for this first base, first natural base here. But so safe because of three photon cannons here. There's no way Gfinny's going to be able to get up that ramp at all. So really smart play by Ender. Gfinny actually scans this, so he's going to know exactly what's going on. He says, "Hello, hello. I see what you're doing there. I see what you did there." And it's just going to be a matter of how he's going to try to attack this based on what he sees. And I'm not sure how to respond to three photon cannons, to be perfectly honest. That's a pretty sick defense. The problem here is that because he sees three photon cannons, he knows that there's no way that Ender can get any forces out immediately. So he should be taking advantage of this and expanding himself. But instead you just see a factory and a barracks going up. So you should really be seeing a command center from Gfinny in order to combat this fast economy play. See a second factory going on, so looks like it might be either Blue Flame Hellion pressure or a siege tank. And he's attaching first factory to Tech Lab, and we'll see immediately what tech he's going for here. And he's going for Infernal Pre-Igniter, so that's going to be Blue Flame Hellion. So we'll see if he does Hellion drops here. He's going to hope to try to get even with Ender by killing tons of probes rather than expanding himself. So hopefully this will pay off. He knows that Ender's going to not have very many forces at all. He only has the front of his base defended right now. So this might be a really good play for Gfinny. And don't see any starport going up yet. So he does need to get a starport out at some point in order to be able to drop Hellions. Not going to be able to run around this wall at all. Hellions will just get destroyed by those photon cannons. And Ender could even warp in a unit here and can make a complete wall off so no Hellions have access. So we do need to see a starport at some point. You see Ender's doing really smart scouting here, scouting to see that Gfinny's not taking an expansion. He's going to feel really good. He's going to feel really ahead because of this. So Gfinny, here he starts building starport immediately. Have a second factory on this reactor, so he's going to pump out tons of Hellions here. Maybe go for a double Hellion drop. 8 Hellions in the back of your base is going to be so sick. So much damage. They'll be able to one-shot probes, no problem at all. So if Gfinny's able to make this drop work, Ender's going to be in so much trouble. But we'll see if he's able to spot it at all. There's no sign of any robotics or anything like that, so he's not going to have an observer. He's just going to have to react as quickly as possible to this Hellion drop. See 6 Hellions ready to go, 7 Hellions. Only 1 medevac though, so he's going to have to be stalled a little bit in this build because he only has 1 medevac out. He wants 2 medevacs in order. Well, he's going to move out. Not sure if he's going to move out any farther, if he's just defending. He's not going to be able to get through that wall at all. And we can see that Ender's starting to build up a small army here. Gfinny might be doing a little bit of scouting with these Hellions. The problem with doing that is if he runs into any of Ender's forces, Ender's going to know exactly what Gfinny's up to. 7 Hellions running around the map should indicate danger of a drop. Let's just look at the units. Ender has 44 probes already, so his economy is pretty booming right now. You can look at the mineral tug of war and see that Ender is mining about 1,200 minerals per minute, and Gfinny is just above 50%. And Ender mining so much gas right now as well. His economic advantage is pretty huge. Gfinny is going to have to react pretty fast here in order to start getting this game back under control. And we do see the medevac here. 2 Hellions, 4 Marines. So not exactly sure what the rest of these Hellions are going to do. They're going to get 1 kill on this probe. Oh, just missed, unfortunately. He's going to poke up the ramp and try to do a distraction, I think, here, which might be a smart play. We do see Ender has an observer out, so this is going to make him very safe. But Gfinny does get this free drop in here, and he's going to do a lot of damage. Ender doesn't see it yet. Oh, good hits for these Hellions. He needs to move these up a little farther, try to take out a few more probes, but Ender responds pretty quickly. His force is quite a bit stronger than just 4 Marines, 2 Hellions, so he's able to clean that up really easily. But we see here, very nice, very, very nice. I'm not sure how many kills he got there, but he cleaned up a lot of probes. This one was basically fully saturated, and that distraction worked so well. Oh, here they are. So Ender was able to save a few of those probes. If we go back to the unit counting station, 39 probes versus 28 SCVs, so Gfinny not actually being able to do quite enough damage. He was able to sneak in, take out a lot of these probes, but it just wasn't enough to make him catch up. So here we do see a command center finally going down for him, but he's still going to be quite far behind, unfortunately, even after a nice 2-prong attack like that. Ender's still producing probes, trying to get, I don't know how many probes off 2 base. Probably thinking about maybe even taking a 3rd base at some point. He has to be a little wary after that drop, though. It's a really good play by Gfinny. Not sure where this observer is going to be heading, if he's going to search every base first. We see cloaked banshees coming out for Gfinny, so this is quite a nice tech switch. He doesn't. I don't think he knows that Ender has a robotics bay. He may or may not. He might not got far enough north. Let me check. But yeah, he does see it, so he knows that there is a potential that Ender has observers out, but it's not going to stop him from doing this banshee harass. Ender taking a 3rd base, kind of a hidden spot, so most likely Gfinny won't scout this at all, and Ender will be able to hide this base nicely. You see a nice Marine, looks like, not sure what's in there. Oh, 4 Hellions, 6 Hellions, 4 Marines. So again, Gfinny is going to do sick damage if he's able to get these in the base. Ender setting up gateway's at the back of his base, unfortunately, so his attention should be back here. But we'll see if Gfinny's able to get a drop and kill so many more probes. Hopefully he is, in order to try to get this game under control. You see, he hasn't moved his orbital command out yet. And just as I say that, he lifts up, moves it out. But he still doesn't have nearly the amount of SCVs that Ender has. 54 probes versus 32 SCVs. So Gfinny just holding it back. I'm not sure what the timing he's waiting for is. We see a probe transfer here. Again, this is really dangerous. If Gfinny had one of the other Zelmaga watchtowers instead, this would clue him into exactly where Ender's base is. And here we see Ender taking a 4th base, so he is really a sick macro player. Here comes a drop. Hellions everywhere. Need to get into the probe line. They're attacking the photon cannon. That's nice. Perfect one shot on about 4 or 5 probes there. And it's still alive. Not quite going to be able to finish off those probes. He was able to kill quite a good number, maybe 6 to 8 probes there. But oh man, that is so scary. 5